The Ring 2002 is a chilling tale about a cursed videotape that brings death to anyone who watches it. After viewing the eerie footage, a journalist named Rachel discovers she has only 7 days to uncover the truth before something unspeakable comes for her. Dark water drips, phones ring with ghostly whispers, and the pale, long-haired spirit of a drowned girl crawls from the screen. Each moment grows colder, each sound sharper, as death creeps closer. The Ring turns every flicker of a TV screen into a nightmare. Once you see it, you can never escape it. During the filming of The Ring 2002, strange and terrifying events began to unfold across its real shooting locations in Washington, Oregon, and California. From dark coastlines and misty lighthouses to quiet farmhouses and city apartments, every place seemed touched by something unseen. Now we will discuss the most haunted and eerie incidents on those film locations where The Ring 2002 was filming. Number 1. Harbor Steps Apartments, 1221 First Avenue, Seattle, WA. During the filming of The Ring 2002, the Harbor Steps Apartments in downtown Seattle became one of the eeriest and most unforgettable places for the cast and crew. This modern apartment complex, used as Rachel Keller's home in the movie, soon felt nothing like the safe, bright city residence it appeared to be. As filming began, actors and staff started hearing unexplained footsteps in empty hallways and soft knocks on doors when no one was outside. Elevators would open and close by themselves, lights flickered, and cameras often refused to record inside the building, freezing or shutting off without reason. Naomi Watts, who played Rachel, later shared that she felt a cold hand brush her neck one night while preparing for a late shoot. Crew members joked that the ghost of Samara had followed them from the set, but the laughter faded when several people reported the same freezing sensation near the apartment's balcony. One sound technician claimed to hear faint crying through his headphones, a girl's voice whispering, "Help me," when the room was silent. Security guards also grew uneasy. They said the surveillance cameras sometimes showed a small figure standing near the stairwell, only to vanish seconds later. The figure's outline matched that of a child in a white dress. Even cleaning staff refused to work after dark, saying the halls felt too heavy, as if watched by unseen eyes. When production wrapped, the film crew quickly left the location, shaken but silent. To this day, residents of Harbor Steps still report strange chills, sudden power cuts, and the faint echo of water dripping when no taps are running, reminders of the cursed energy The Ring may have left behind. Number 2. Elliott Bay and Seattle Waterfront. The eerie atmosphere of Elliott Bay and the Seattle waterfront made it a perfect location for filming The Ring 2002, but it also became one of the most unsettling experiences for the cast and crew. The foggy waters, echoing seagulls, and cold, salty air seemed alive with a presence no one could explain. During night shoots, several crew members reported seeing ripples in the still water, as if someone had stepped into the bay, though no one was there. Naomi Watts mentioned that while filming a dockside scene, she heard faint splashing and a child's laughter drifting over the water. When the team checked the sound recordings later, the laughter was missing, yet everyone on set swore they had heard it. One camera operator fainted after claiming to see a pale girl standing knee-deep in the water, watching him silently before vanishing beneath the surface. Fishermen who worked nearby also complained of strange power surges and radios going static whenever filming began. Some even said their boats moved on their own, as if pulled by unseen hands. To this day, locals believe the ghostly energy of The Ring still lingers in the misty waters of Elliott Bay. Number 3. Emerald Glen Farm in Monroe. Emerald Glen Farm in Monroe, Washington, was the chilling stand-in for the Morgan family's cursed farmhouse in The Ring 2002. Surrounded by fog-drenched fields and decaying barns, the location had a heavy, oppressive silence that unnerved everyone. From the first day of filming, strange occurrences began. Crew members reported hearing whispers coming from the empty barn loft, followed by loud thuds as if something unseen moved above them. Naomi was once described feeling her hair tugged sharply during a quiet scene, even though no one was near. Lights inside the barn flickered without power, and one generator repeatedly shut off at exactly 3 a.m., the same time the fictional tape in the movie is said to bring death. Several crew members fell sick with intense nausea whenever they stepped near the old well built for the film. One night, a security guard patrolling the property claimed he saw a wet, long-haired figure standing in the field, staring toward the barn before disappearing in a flash of lightning. Locals later warned that the land had long been cursed, once home to a family tragedy eerily similar to the movie's haunting tale. Number 4. Stanwood, Washington. Stanwood, a quiet coastal town in Washington, became one of the eeriest filming sites for The Ring 2002. Its gloomy skies and lonely countryside roads gave the film its haunting atmosphere. But the real fear began behind the scenes. During night shoots near the mist-covered farmlands, cast and crew began hearing faint cries echoing across the fields, even though no one was nearby. The sound was recorded on several cameras, described as a child sobbing that grew louder before fading into the wind. Naomi Watts once reported seeing a reflection in a farmhouse window, a pale girl standing behind her, yet no one else was there. Technicians complained of sudden equipment failures. Cameras froze, batteries drained within minutes, and strange static interference filled their audio recordings. A stunt coordinator said he felt a freezing hand grip his arm moments before a light crashed from above, narrowly missing him. Locals told the film crew that the area was once the site of an old farmhouse where a young girl drowned in a nearby pond decades ago. Her restless spirit, they warned, never left, and during the filming of The Ring, it seemed she wanted to make her presence known again. Number 5. Yaquina Head Lighthouse. The Yaquina Head Lighthouse, perched on the rocky cliffs of Newport, Oregon, was used for several haunting exterior shots in The Ring 2002. With crashing waves below and constant fog rolling in from the Pacific, the location already felt cursed. But during filming, terrifying events made the cast and crew believe something darker lingered there. Late one night, director Gore Verbinski reported seeing a shadowy figure at the top of the spiral staircase, though only 2 people were inside, both standing beside him. Naomi Watts described feeling dizzy and cold every time she walked near the lighthouse's old keeper's quarters. Crew members heard heavy footsteps above them when the area was empty. Equipment would rattle violently during takes, and the film's sound team captured low whispers that no one could explain. A production assistant fainted after claiming she saw a woman in a drenched white dress standing at the edge of the cliff, staring into the sea. Local historians later told the crew that the lighthouse was rumored to be haunted by the ghost of a keeper's daughter who vanished into the ocean over a century ago, forever watching, waiting to be seen again. Number 6. Whidbey Island. Whidbey Island, with its misty shores and isolated landscapes, was one of the most chilling filming locations for The Ring 2002. The island's dense forests, steep cliffs, and eerie silence made it perfect for the movie's unsettling tone. But the terror behind the camera was all too real. During filming, actors and crew began to experience strange occurrences that no one could explain. Naomi Watts reported hearing a woman's whisper calling her name from the woods during a night shoot, even though no one was around. Director Gore Verbinski's camera crew found their lens fogging up in unnatural patterns, forming what looked like a screaming face in one shot. Several team members complained of sudden nosebleeds, and one lighting technician quit after feeling someone breathe on his neck while he worked alone on the beach. The generators would often die without reason, and cold gusts of wind would sweep through even on calm days. Locals later told the crew about an old island legend, a woman who drowned off the cliffs long ago, said to wander the shore searching for her lost child. During the shoot, many began to believe she had returned, drawn by the film's dark story. Number 7. Fort Worden State Park. Fort Worden State Park in Port Townsend, Washington, served as one of the most atmospheric and chilling filming locations for The Ring 2002. Its decaying military bunkers, echoing tunnels, and damp corridors created a sense of dread that felt almost alive. During filming, strange and terrifying incidents began to unfold. Crew members complained of hearing boots marching in the empty tunnels, followed by the sound of doors slamming shut on their own. When checked, no one was inside. Naomi Watts reportedly refused to enter one of the underground bunkers alone after seeing a shadow move across the wall, though every light was still. Director Gore Verbinski described feeling watched from every corner, and several cameras mysteriously malfunctioned whenever scenes were shot near the old officers' quarters. A production assistant fainted after seeing a ghostly figure in a soldier's uniform standing at the end of a dark corridor. Later, local historians warned the crew that Fort Worden was rumored to be haunted by the restless spirits of soldiers who had died there decades ago. During the shoot, their unseen presence seemed to rise again, as if drawn to the eerie story of the ring being brought to life in their forgotten fortress. Number 8. Hancock Park, Los Angeles, CA. Hancock Park in Los Angeles may look elegant with its historic mansions and tree-lined streets, but during the filming of The Ring 2002, it became a place of eerie happenings that terrified the cast and crew. Night scenes filmed in one of the old houses brought unexplainable disturbances. Naomi Watts recalled that doors would creak open by themselves, and mirrors fogged up suddenly, revealing handprints that weren't there moments before. Crew members often felt cold drafts rush through rooms even when windows were sealed tight. Director Gore Verbinski reported hearing a piano play faint notes from the parlor late one night, though no one was near the instrument. A camera operator claimed to have seen a reflection of a pale child standing behind Naomi in a shot, but when they turned, the room was empty. Several crew members grew uneasy after discovering that the mansion had once belonged to a silent film actress who mysteriously vanished in the 1930s. Locals say her spirit still haunts the estate, appearing only during film shoots. Whether coincidence or curse, the haunting atmosphere of Hancock Park left everyone convinced the ring had stirred something sleeping within those walls. Number 9. Port Townsend Ferry Terminal. The Port Townsend Ferry Terminal in Washington, surrounded by cold sea air and thick fog, served as one of the most unsettling filming spots for The Ring 2002. The crew used the terminal and surrounding docks for several key scenes, but soon the location itself began to feel cursed. During early morning shoots, thick mist would roll in suddenly, blocking all light and sound, leaving only the sound of water slapping against the pier. Naomi Watts recalled hearing footsteps behind her on the wooden dock when she was completely alone. Director Gore Verbinski described moments when the cameras would glitch, replaying recorded footage backward on their own, showing strange faces flickering across the screen. One grip worker slipped and fell into the water after claiming he saw a figure beneath the surface staring up at him, but no one else saw it. Crew members also reported hearing distant screaming from the fog, though no boats were nearby. Locals later revealed that the ferry terminal was built near the site of a 1940 shipwreck where several passengers drowned. Many believed their restless spirits still lingered in the harbor, drawn to the film's eerie story about water, death, and vengeful ghosts. Number 10. Los Angeles Center Studios. The Los Angeles Center Studios, where many of The Ring 2002's interior scenes were filmed, became the setting for some of the most chilling behind-the-scenes events during production. The old studio complex, once part of a former hospital facility, was said to have strange energies long before the movie arrived. But during filming, those whispers turned into real terror. Crew members often complained of sudden drops in temperature inside closed sound stages, followed by flickering lights and faint static noises, eerily similar to the cursed videotape in the film. Naomi Watts reported feeling as though she was being watched from the rafters during one late-night scene. Director Gore Verbinski described hearing a woman softly crying near the editing room, yet when he checked, the hallway was completely empty. One camera operator said the footage he reviewed contained strange distortions, ghostly faces that weren't part of the scene. A makeup artist fainted after seeing what she described as a wet, black-haired girl in the reflection of a mirror behind Naomi's chair. Security guards later refused to patrol alone at night, claiming they heard whispers echoing from the dark corridors. Many believe The Ring didn't just use horror, it awakened it inside the studio walls.